Good morning, students. My name is Aishwarya Arya, and I'm an assistant professor in Babu Banarsidass University, Lucknow. I am teaching hospitality management to final year students, that is 4th year and 8th semester students. Subject code is BHMCT 2803. Very good morning, students. Welcome back to the Hospitality Management channel. Now, in today's session, we have already discussed about the unit 1 of the hospitality management, which includes the basic introduction of hospitality management, what actually it is. Now, in unit 2 of the hospitality management, I will teach you about the contribution of hospitality industry. What is the ultimate contribution of the hospitality industry to the other sectors of the society? All right. So let's start with this unit. In this session, the contribution of hospitality industry. Now, we know what is hospitality, an act of kindness in welcoming and looking after the basic needs of the guest as well as strangers. So hospitality is what? Hospitality is looking after something, making the other person feel comfortable, be kind to people, making them feel welcomed. Is it? This is what hospitality is. Maintained in mainly in relation of food, drink and accommodation. The hospitality is usually linked when there is a service of food, drink and we are providing accommodation to the people coming from outside. Hospitality industry is one of the lucrative venture which provide a lot of services to people. Hospitality is an act of kindness in welcoming and looking after the basic needs of the guest or strangers, mainly in relation to food, drink and accommodation. It has globally aided many countries in terms of revenue generation. In the last section, in the last unit, we discussed that there are so many significance of hospitality industry. It does provide employment. It generates employment for the people, those who were associated with the industry, as it is one of the biggest industry globally. So here it says that hospitality is a lubricative venture where so many people are involved while providing the services, rendering the services to the guest. Either it is concerned with the service of food or beverage, or it is concerned with providing an accommodation to people. And though it is the largest source of revenue generation, it is globally aided by many countries in terms of revenue generation. Now, how does the hospitality industry complements to the other sectors? There are 4 core sectors of the hospitality industry, that is food and beverage service, accommodation, travel and tourism, entertainment and recreation. The 4 core sectors of the hospitality industry. When we say how does the hospitality industry complements, means always goes along with. For example, if you went inside a restaurant, if you avail a service, you just went inside a restaurant, you ordered a food, you received the food, you ate a food and you went back to your home. Does you feel comfortable? What is the need of going outside and spending money when you just have to go there, sit and eat your food and coming back? Is it? You can do that at your home as well. But when there's a hospitality, when there's a linkage of hospitality in the food and beverage sector, what happens to you? The moment you enters inside the restaurant, there is somebody standing on the desk and welcoming you. Hello sir, hi sir, good evening sir. Is it? Wishing you, making you feel comfortable, bringing you on to the table, presents you the menu, serves water for you. You feel comfortable, you feel happy, you feel welcomed. This is why you went outside and availed the services. You are paying for it, is it? If you just wanted to go to the restaurant and wants to eat food, you can easily have it at your home as well. But why you were spending money just to go there, to sit, to feel the experience, to have that experience? This is all hospitality is. So it does complements other sector. If there is no hospitality in food and beverage sector, then definitely uh, there will be no business. People doesn't like to go outside. People, even you yourself, if you compare yourself as a student, you won't go outside for a food court and restaurant if the people doesn't welcome you, if doesn't feel felt like that the person is receiving you, is it? The person would serve water to you, present the menu, is it? After presenting the menu, he serves the food on your table. Then he did the clearance, he presents the bill, he presents the dessert. So you felt welcomed, you felt recognized कि yes, things are value for money. And this is how, and this was the reason why you always go to places like this. So the core sectors of the hospitality is food and beverage service, accommodation, travel and tourism, entertainment and recreation. These are the four core elements, the four core sectors of the hospitality industry where you will find the hospitality. Now the very first sector is food and beverage service. The food and beverage sector is the largest segment of the hospitality industry. It is one of the largest segment of the hospitality industry. The food and beverage industry is estimated to provide 50% of all meals eaten in today's world. 50% of the meal eaten in today's world has been provided by this particular industry. Okay, it comprises of establishment primarily engaged in preparing meals, snacks and beverages for immediate consumption on and off the premises. When a restaurant is a part of a hotel, services it renders can enhance the guest experience by providing excellent food and first class customer service. As I have already discussed that yes, why you go there, why you avail the services, because they provide the excellent service or eating or dining experience to the diner. The reason why you felt like going outside and having a dinner, is it? And yes, it provides 50% of the total consumption, or it provides 50% of the uh, it comprises of 50% of all the meals eaten in today's world. As you might find food and there's a supply of food and beverage service in any of the organization which is having a cafeteria providing food and beverage service. Any of the organizations, they're having canteens, so canteens are the part of food and beverage services where you can find snacks or beverages to eat. Restaurants, canteens in school and colleges, on premises catering, off premises catering. So these all are the part of food and beverage services. Done. So as a result, more and more companies are outsourcing the management of their food service operations to manage the companies. These are the changes that are occurring in the segment. What happens these days, many of the companies, they outsource, they give contract to some of the catering industries and they outsource the food from outside. So these catering industries, these catering services, they came onto the premises. They provide the food supply to the staff, those who were working inside. So they were responsible for managing the food consumption in a big organization, or you can say a big company. These days people are coming up with this concept as well. Aggregate marketing, streamline operations, more options, better value, increasing uses of branded concept, innovative menus, packaged food that is ready to eat, grab and go, driving this sector. So this sector is mainly influenced by the attractiveness, the more innovative menus. The food and beverage sectors are coming up with the more innovative menus, so that it can fascinate the guest. If you see, there were so many things, their language, their decoration and the ambience which they provide to you, it's all because you can fantasize you the value for money. You felt like that is a value for money. All right. And they are also in a concept of providing food which is ready to eat, grab and go food products. Now the second point in this is accommodation. The second sector, the second major sector of this industry is accommodation. What it says, accommodations mean lodging for a period or a place to sleep for one or more nights. What is accommodation? Accommodation is basically a place where a traveler or a guest can sleep or stay for one or more than one night. Fancy hotels, youth hotels, YMCAs. What is YMCA? That is Young Men's Christian Association. Elder hostels, campgrounds, motels, and the other businesses that provides a place for the people to sleep overnight are all the lodging industries. These are all lodging industry. These are some places which provides accommodation. It's just not the hotel which provides accommodation to the people, but also there were hostels, there were fancy hotels, there were boutique hotels, there were campgrounds, elder hostels. What are elder hostels? Elder hostels are those hostels which provide shelter to elder people, or you can say old age homes, is it? So these are the new concepts came up in the accommodation sector. Motels and the business providing places which provides place for the people to stay, maybe for one night or more than one night. Lodging business market to the other market segments such as business travelers, leisure travelers, long stay travelers, budget travelers, and special travelers like people working with the government, airlines, military. Alright, so they just not provide to the normal people, but they do provide lodging facilities to the business people, to budget travelers. If if a traveler doesn't want an expensive hotel, doesn't want an expensive accommodation, so they can opt for budget as well. Then budget hotels as well. Then special travelers, those maybe a government personnel, maybe an airline, maybe a militant. So it provides accommodation to all the sectors of the society. Many lodging properties are a part of larger chain operations, typically with recognizable brand name, and are corporately owned or franchised. It's like some of the accommodation properties are individually owned, whereas some are being owned by a franchisee, or some might be have taken a franchisee, or there were some chain hotels as well. So these are the some property which are in the market, which are existing in the market. Other properties smaller in numbers are known as independent hotel. Here the owner may one and several individuals or a company has no ties to the larger operations of brand names. For example, the Taj has so many properties all around the world. Taj Palace, Vivanta by Taj. Is it? When we say Marriott, then Marriott too has a Marriott International, Courtyard by Marriott. Is it? So these are the big brands hotel. So these are the top players, the major players of the industry, whereas there are some small industries as well which individually owns in the market. They might be having a contribution of 2 to 3 people within. That's it. All right. So lodging properties can be categorized according to varied criteria. Classification criteria can include price, function, location, particular market segment, distinctiveness of style or offering. See, when we say an accommodation, accommodation is again, it is providing accommodation to everyone all around. Is it either a militant or a professional or an actor or an entertainer? It is providing accommodation to everybody. Now again, here is a segregation. Segregation on what sense? Like there were some small properties, there are some large properties, there are properties for the budget travelers, there are properties for the leisure travelers. Is it? Now it is again classified under the criteria of price, their functions, their location, on what particular location the property is being situated, and so accordingly it has been charged. The market segment, what particular type of market segment it is basically targeting. whether it is targeting a budget class, or it is targeting an expensive class, or it is targeting a solo and individual traveler, depending upon the class which it is majorly targeting. Alright. Then it should be emphasized that many types of hotel can fall into more than one category, and yes, there were many hotels which can fall into one category. Now, accommodation services are again related to the hospitality industry, as without without welcoming, without making them feel comfortable, they cannot satisfy the guest. So accommodation is one of a sector. It is a place where the hospitality is being served to the people, and this is what accommodation is, which is being segregated as per the types, as per the clientele, and it is available for all category, all peoples of the society in the market. Now the next core is travel and tourism. As I taught you that hospitality and tourism goes hand in hand. They are two parallel lines which always goes together. If there is a transportation available to a place, then definitely there would be a hospitality provider sitting at that particular place for providing these services to the person who is traveling. And if there is hospitality, then definitely there would be a travel, and there would be a people travel and do the tourism. Is it? The person who travels from one place to another is tourist, and for the purpose he travels is known as tourism. So, the travel and tourism deals with the service related to the people moving from place to place through buses, cabs, planes, ships, trains, and so on are the part of travel industry. Now, if you have seen that there were so many transportation services, there are so many travel services which also provides hospitality to the people. If you go through a flight, there were cabin crews, there were flight attendants, those who were ready to help the travelers sitting inside the flight. Similarly, there were trains which do have a hospitality providers inside, those who were ready to help the guest, the travelers, those who were sitting inside. So yes, the travel does provide hospitality within the compartments, within the coaches where you sit, through which you travel. There were so AC and luxury buses all around. Apart from this, what it says, whereas in leisure travelers are what is a person who spends money on lodging and food. Some people also spend on recreation, while on business travelers. The importance of tourism to the hospitality industry is obvious, as we have discussed that the hospitality industry and the tourism industry does definitely goes in hand. Some part of the industry, such as hotel, drive almost all the sales from the travelers. The hotels, the food and beverage outlets, the recreation entertainment sector, they drive 25% of the sales through the travelers, those who travel for a reason, those who do the tourism. Is it? So half of the sale which they have is because of the tourism which is availing, which is there, which is prevailed. Okay. Moreover, many leisure oriented business with a major food service and hospitality component, such as theme park are also dependent on travelers. The entertainment and recreation these are also dependent on the travelers, those who are travel, because people travel from one place to another to see things. The major function of the tourism is to encourage people to travel. When people travel either for business or for leisure, they spend money on hospitality. Is it? So it is part of hospitality industry. Now the fourth core area of the hospitality industry is recreation, entertainment. What does the word recreation means? The recreation is any activity that people do for rest, relaxation, enjoyment. People living in the cities, when they have a vacation, they need a break from their busiest schedule. So they took time, they grabbed some time. If somebody sitting, if somebody is living in Delhi or Mumbai, so they while having a vacation, they took some time, they grab some time, and they go to Goa for relaxation, or they go to some hill station for relaxation, or some rest, or some enjoyment. So the goal of the recreation is to refresh a person's body and mind. So recreation is for refreshing the person's body as well as the mind. Any business that provide activities for rest, relaxation, enjoyment to refresh the person's body and mind is the recreation business. Now, so recreation also providing hospitality. See, there are in Uttarakhand, there were some spa centers, there were some medication centers, there are some meditation centers which provides relaxation, rest and enjoyment to the people, those who went there. If you might have seen that there are some recreational centers in Haridwar as well, where people go, they meditate, they avail the facilities. Okay, so there were so many facilities are available out there. So this is why people travel, and they are spending money for that. So as they are providing hospitality, they were serving the guests, they were providing facilities, they were providing services, and they are getting business while providing these recreation services. Alright, so this segment can include food service in such diverse facilities as stadium and arenas, convention centers, zoos, aquariums, campgrounds, and even fairs or expositions. Apart from the recreation activity, there were so many other activities there where they will get the food and beverage services. For example, trade fair, or you can say some entertainment houses where there were so many things available for entertainment. Okay, along others, as with other segments, facilitates may be damaged or self-operated. Entertainment business, which provides shows such as movie or theater entertainment, which places of special interest to visit, such as zoo, museum, spectator sports, participatory sports, are all the parts of the recreation business. So these are all the part of recreation business, which provides some entertainment facilities to the guests. So here they were the 4 core areas of the hospitality industry. Now, the linkage of hospitality industry with other business. Apart from the core, the main sectors of the hospitality industry, though the hospitality industry is also linked with the other businesses as well. The very first is medical. So people do travel from one place to another for medical purposes. So medical tourism is one of the growing phenomenon these days, as there were some healthcare professionals, or you can say the dietitian professionals, which plan the menu of the guest and then provides food and then provides these facilities to the patients out there. So this is how hospitality industry is linked with the medical industry, or you can say the medical tourism. People travel from one place to another to get the treatment, to avail the medical services, to avail the medical facilities. As you can say that the cure of one disease is not available in their city, so they travel from their city to another city to get the disease cured, is it? So medical tourism is one of the growing phenomena. People does travel to get themselves cured. And here, employees in healthcare food services play an important role in meeting the dietary needs, or definitely if they are on medication, then they need some special diets. So the health professionals, the healthcare professionals, the dietitian professionals, they know things, and then they prepare a list for those. The organizational complexity and the need of nutrition care, that is therapeutic diets, as a separate concern makes healthcare and food service one of the most complex and demanding of the food service careers. Moreover, hospital does have canteens, and these canteens are definitely the part of food and beverage services, which provides hospitality services to the people out there, those who were along with the patients, whose tender and contract would be taken by the food and beverage service sector of the hospitality industry. Now, the second business is schools and institutions. School and institution does have a, you can say, it has a canteen, it has a cafeterias where the food is being provided by the food and beverage sector of the hospitality industry. So, school and institutional food services program is designed to provide federally assisted meals to children or school age. At present, government is also taking an initiative to provide foods to the school institutions and NGOs, for which they outsource food from the food providers from the hospitality industry, or they hire personals from the industry to manage the on-premises school and catering. So what they do, they sometimes either they outsource the food service or they hire professionals from the hotel management industry to get their work done, is it? Now, the next sector is casino. Casinos are usually a place which is concerned with the gaming activities. So it is a fast-paced environment that is always changing with the new laws and expanding growth. In a highly competitive area of hospitality industry, casino and gaming are the part of hospitality industry. So casino and gaming industries is also a part of hospitality industry, where they entertain the guest. The guest can go, they play things, and they can have drinks. They have the food and beverage services as well. They are usually concerned with the services of snacks and drinks. That's it. The fundamental goal of the American Gaming Association is of creating a better understanding of gaming industry by bringing facts about the company to general public, elected officials, and general public, elected officials, and other sectors of the society. So casinos are basically here. The government is also taking initiative to getting the people aware about that casinos is something not wrong. People can come here, they can play things, and it does provide hospitality to the people. Now, the next sector concerns with the hospitality is your technology. In hospitality does plays an important part in technology industry as well. So technology and hospitality is also linked together. And how it is linked together? Technology plays an important role in hospitality industry. Both the customer and the business are benefited with it. It is interlinked with hospitality industry with so many ways. So as it provides information to the people working in the industry, with the help of technology only, the people will get information about the working, as well as provides information to the travelers regarding the availability of hospitality service at an available destination. If a person wants to book a room, they can go online and get the room booked, get their accommodation ready. If the person wants to know the location, if the person wants to reserve a table in a restaurant, they can go online and get the bookings done. If they want to book a ticket, a train ticket or an air ticket, and they can go through GDS or central reservation systems to get their things done. So technology made things possible, not for just the guest but also for the business as well. So what it says, regarding the availability of the hospitality services available at the destination, central reservation system and global distribution system are the main source of reservations used in hospitality industry globally, can be made possible with the help of technology. Now, the next interlinked sector is entertainment business. What is entertainment business? Entertainment is one of the source through which hospitality tourism gets promoted. So with the help of entertainment, the hospitality and tourism gets promoted. Many of the actresses does the shooting of their movie or TV serial at a location which fantasize the people sitting at their homes. When they see movies, when they see things on the screen where the people were out there, they get fantasized, and through which they thought to travel to the location which ultimately promotes hospitality industry. Hence both these sectors are interrelated to each other. When you have seen the Titanic pose, after that the you had a curiosity to get into the ship and have the Titanic pose. So this is how the entertainment business is promoting the hospitality industry. Then the next sector is event management. The event management is responsible for all the events conducted in the hotel event spaces, including the dining room, the conference room, the large ballrooms, sometimes even concert venues. So event management, the manager is responsible for doing all these things, to planning the things which is particularly concerned with managing an event. Now here, whatsoever the event would take place, it would be taken place in a part in any of the section of the accommodation of the hotel, which is basically an accommodation section of the hospitality industry. So these are the management companies which provides business to the hospitality industry. They are responsible to bring the client, plan the event, manage the location and tackle the uncertainties. So, and though they are providing hospitality to the people, so hence the event management and the hospitality industry are interlinked. And the last point, and the second last point is agriculture. So hospitality industry needs vast resources and higher the consumption of agriculture products. Another example of this is an increased use of local products. In the tourism supply chain, food and beverage production section of hospitality industry is doing high consumption of agricultural products. So these days the hospitality industry, they are focusing on the agricultural products, and there's a huge demand of agricultural product in the hospitality industry, because apart from the international cuisines, they are also focusing on the Indian and the national cuisine or the regional cuisine. For that they are mainly concerned with the agricultural products, so it does get a supply of agricultural products. So hence the two sectors are interrelated together. Now the last one is the government sector. The government sector is also interlinked with the hospitality sector. So how is it interlinked? Government is also playing an important role in promoting hospitality industry. The Indian government provides reduction on the rate of taxation on import duties under the Hotel Incentive Act. Under the Hotel Incentive Act, the government has reduced the rate of taxation on import duties, whereas the hospitality and tourism expansion policies are also giving important consideration for heritage and natural environment conservation. So government are also taking strict action against the environmental conservation and heritage conservation for promoting the ecotourism and a heritage tourism. So these are the points, or these are the sectors which are interlinked with the hospitality industry. So in today's session, what we discussed the core sectors of the hospitality industry, the sector which complements the hospitality industry, that is the food and beverage service, the accommodation, travel and tourism and recreation. And whereas the sectors which are interlinked with the hospitality industry, they somehow interdependent, interrelated with each other. So that is your government sector, your agriculture, your casinos, medical, entertainment. Alright, the event management. So I hope there would be no confusion. I hope whatever I taught you is clear. The concept was clear regarding the interlink of the hospitality industry as well as the core sectors of the hospitality industry. Thank you.